I'm just sitting here laughing at myself because, like, I had like a, I don't know, a piece of lint on my shirt, and so I took it off, but the fan's blowing and it blew it right back onto. Hey, what's happening, guys? Thank you so much for being here, for clicking on the video, for returning just like the little piece of lint I took off a second ago. Today we're listening to the 1975. We're going to listen to this track, If I Believe You. This is off of their album. This one's a mouthful. I Like It When You Sleep, For You Are So Beautiful, Yet So Unaware of It, which is their second album, released in 2016. We're listening to this track because it was suggested and sponsored by Des. So Des, thank you so much once again for the supports and for the suggestion. Now, we've listened to 3 other tracks from the band. We've listened to Part of the Band. Didn't hit for me. We've listened to Oh Caroline. Didn't like that one. We listened to the 1975 title track, or band track. I like that one. That was the one that kind of got my attention a little bit. So we're going to listen to this particular track here, and I'm pulling it up right now. And the funny thing about the album title, can I tell you, is my wife, she falls asleep extremely easily, like very easily. And sometimes I sit there and I watch her fall asleep, and I laugh at her. We joke around a lot, like she just falls asleep like nothing. Like, she'll say goodnight, and I'm not exaggerating. I literally mean in less than 30 seconds she'll be snoring and out. I'm sorry, she doesn't snore. She doesn't snore. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to the track. If I Believe You, we'll talk about it after. Here we go. Creaky thing.
I got James home. That's infected, and I'm petrified of being alone.
I really like the instrumental.
It's pathetic, I know.
It's kind of scattered, coming in and out keys.
My tossed and I turned in my bed. It's just like I lost my head.
Those vocoded harmonies.
And if I believe you, will that make it stop?
I like that choir sharp coming.
If I told you I need you, is that what you want? And I'm broken and bleeding and begging for help.
That little bit of organ
I'm
here.
asking you, Jesus, show yourself.
So that's why it's a little gospel-y.
I thought I met you once or twice, but that was just because the doubts were nice and open up.
The soundscape is really cool.
Mind showing me consciousness is primary in the universe, and I had a revelation. I'll be your child if you insist.
It sounds sampled the way
I
they
mean,
come
if it was you that made my body, you probably shouldn't have made me atheist. But oh, I'm a lesbian, 'cause I'm an evangelist. And if you don't wanna go to hell in this, you better start selling this.
in. This is really cool.
And if I believe you, will that make it stop? If I told you I need you, is that what you want?
That organ is so minimalist in those
And I'm
spaces.
broken and bleeding. I'm begging for help.
trumpet or flugelhorn? That gets me. Great solo there.
If I'm lost, then how can I find myself? If I'm lost, then how can I find myself?
Pizzicato strings.
If I'm lost,
There's a little of everything here.
how can I find myself? If I'm lost, then how can I find myself? If I'm lost, and then how can I find myself? If I'm lost, then how can I find myself? Then how can I find myself? If I'm lost, then how can I find myself? Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I'm lost, oh, then how can I find myself? Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was a really cool track. Can I say that the thing that from the band that I've noticed that stands out like the most, more so than a lot of things, like is the production and the approach to how everything's layered and put in different corners of the musical room, so to speak, and things are given a lot of space, things are given depth and room, and like in this track. Now, the motion of this particular song allows it that depth and that space, right? With the kind of start, the very slow, first of all, the very slow tempo, that very smoky, slow tempo, and then the hits of the beats. And there's a lot of room in there to play with. And the band makes a great job of playing in that particular space. From the quiet musings of the organ, the choir, which like they come in so abruptly and so sharply in some spaces that I almost feel like not only are they probably recording live and performing in the music, but some parts of them may have been recorded and then sampled or something and then thrown back in there through some electronic filters and such, and kind of given them another sort of life, so to speak. So I feel like you're getting a lot of different dimensions here, and that's also what I get with the band. Like there are a lot of different personnel and such, playing, of course, live instruments and regular instruments that you would see anywhere else. But there's a lot of other like electronic and digital things that are happening in here. And that's what I mean. Like the production side of things is standing out a lot to me from the band, whether I enjoy the song or not. This one I did enjoy. I still don't care so much for Healy's vocals just because they sound to me, they don't sound unique. We've heard this kind of singing before, especially in modern music, but like I can't say it's bad. It's just I'm not hearing anything like different. It's definitely emotional, definitely, grabs your heartstrings, and I like what he's singing about and everything, but, his vocals themselves, I will not say that they're bad. I won't disparage them, but it just doesn't attract me because I'm always looking for something to me that's a little different, a little outside the norm. Now, where I get that is in the musical aspect of this, because I think the soundscape is really, really well woven with this tapestry that the band is weaving together. Like I said, the choir, the organ, the slow groove of the drum there. But we got to talk about the trumpet or the flugelhorn here, because I noticed something. May not mean much to you guys, but it's performed by Roy Hargrove. He is such a brilliant musician. I have one of his tracks actually on my personal playlist, on my jazz playlist, Trust. I'm going to pull it up here for you guys for a second. Just a wonderful musician there. And I love how he's used in here. I think that I first probably heard flugelhorn listening to like music from David Sylvian. And it's used in that kind of similar space where it's atmospheric, it's ambient. It kind of just chills and calmly muses and discusses, so to speak, words with us, and just does it so quietly and like lovely. I just think that it was really nicely used in this track. This is the track from Roy Hargrove that's on my playlist. Like, it's such a good track, right? The way he uses it as ambience is just really, really nice. This is a good song, though. This is a calm... Let's come on, listen to the bass solo. You should check that song out. But like, I really enjoyed how it's used here in this particular track. It definitely brings a certain color and body into the music, which I really, really enjoy. And this is so weird. It's more so just because I want to listen to the musicians doing their thing. I would love to hear an instrumental of this, not because I dislike what Healy was doing. I would just like to listen to these different layers of sound that are happening and the way that the musicians are playing with each other, and how they're all working together, because it just sounds really, really cool what they're doing. I really enjoyed how they're approaching this particular song. And of course, Matt's playing quite a lot of the instruments as well that are featured. And I like everything that's brought in here. It just feels really, really good. Let's look at these lyrics here real quick. I think it's so squeaky. I've got a God-shaped hole that's infected, and I'm petrified of being alone now. It's pathetic, I know. And I toss and I turn in my bed. It's just like I lost my head. And if I believe you, will that make it stop? If I told you I need you, is that what you want? And I'm broken and bleeding and begging for help. There's no use singing a song. I'm asking you, Jesus, show yourself. And of course, that is the crux of this particular potato and the meaning of this song. You know, he's finding himself in a certain place and he's like, I don't really believe in you or anything. I don't really, I'm not religious, or if not, I'm not Christian or whatever. But, I'm finding myself in a low point. And this is apparently what I'm supposed to do. So, all right, Jesus, I'm reaching out to you, I thought this was a funny line. I thought I'd met you once or twice, but that was just because the dabs were nice and opening up my mind. Showing me consciousness is primary in the universe, and I had a revelation. I'll be your child if you insist. I mean, if it was you that made my body. You probably shouldn't have made an atheist, but I'm a lesbian kiss. I'm an evangelist, and if you don't want to go to hell, then miss, you better start selling this. And it repeats the lines, of course. And the outro is just repeated. If I'm lost, then how can I find myself? If I'm lost, how can I find myself? So I like the lyrics, actually, as, like coming from someone, like the perspective in this song. He clearly doesn't have any sort of, religious beliefs, or at least in this regard here. But he's saying, you know what? If this is what I'm supposed to do, I'm finding myself, as he says, broken and bleeding and begging for help, then I'm willing to try anything. Can I tell you? Can I tell you what it reminds me of a little bit? I'm going to show you one of my favorite movie scenes ever. I just think it's such a... I shouldn't play movie stuff on the channel. But I just think it's such a... I think it's such a great scene, to be honest. You think I can probably get away with like 15 seconds or so? You think I can probably get... hold on. I'm gonna skip in a little bit. Hold on. There's a small chance that some of you may know the movie I'm thinking of. Did you guys ever see The Mummy with Brendan Fraser? I'm gonna skip around a little bit because I'm not trying. Definitely not with the movie. I'm not trying to get copyright. But
May the good Lord protect and watch over me as a shepherd.
He's like, I don't know what that is. Next one. He's like, I don't know what that one is either. like, I don't know what that one is either. Hold on. Okay, so, whoops, wrong button. So there you go. It just reminded me a little bit of that scene. I've always thought that was such a good scene. I just love he's like, all right, time to start breaking them out and see which one works. And what do you know? Benny got it. So there you go. Thank you, Des, so much for the recommendation and, of course, for the support. Really, really appreciate that. I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to the music. I hope that you enjoyed myself as well. Thank you, as always, for being here. Please come on back by tomorrow, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.